Melanie and Pavan have had a vacant basement apartment for the past 2 years. A bad experience has made them weary of noisy tenants. But with the vet bills piling up, it's time to reconsider. They need help. An income suite is supposed to make you money, but if having tenants is more of a nuisance than a blessing, then there's a problem. I want to teach Pavan and Melanie that an upgrade to their space can create a positive tenant relationship and positive income. Melanie and Pavan bought their home for $410,000. Their mortgage is $1,800 a month.
Hey, Scott.
How you doing?
Pavan, nice to meet you.
Pavan?
Melanie.
Melanie. And who's this guy?
This is
Mila.
Milo?
Mila.
Mila.
Yeah.
Why don't we come in, have a look around, and see what's going on? How long have you guys lived here?
About 6
Years, yeah.
We rented from the previous owner and then we bought it.
You bought the house from your landlord.
Yeah. When we were renting this house, there was a tenant underneath and you could just hear everything.
They would hear us, we'd hear them. It was dismal, and that's why it's remained untenanted.
You weren't originally planning on renting out this basement?
Not really.
Which breaks my heart.
We were enjoying the silence.
Everything was on the right track and then our dog Mila got sick, emergency vet and hospital stays, and we've just spent a lot of money
30
on
grand.
it. You know, we didn't think that we'd spend that much money, but she's our baby. So that's something that we just had to do.
What happens if you don't rent out this basement?
It's going to be a struggle for us, I think.
A big time struggle, yeah.
I want to see this apartment and find out what's going on.
Okay.
Sell it to me.
Here it is, Scott. Have a look. Beautiful kitchen.
Did you say beautiful kitchen?
Yeah, not really beautiful.
I'm being sarcastic.
What's wrong with this kitchen?
It's really outdated.
It's ugly. The floor seems to slant downwards. I don't really like the ceiling, and I find it a little cramped in here. I'd love to see this as an open space, living area with a kitchen, and then the bedroom there.
Did you guys open these up?
Yeah, just to see what was underneath.
You have a sound problem between the two units, and this drop ceiling is not going to take care of that concern. You move one of these tiles out of the way, and there's not much separating you and the tenants anymore, is there?
Right.
Okay, so this is the bedroom.
Well, this is
Bad.
huge.
It's not bad.
No, this is a great sized room. Even the carpet looks okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad.
So here's the bathroom. Before we bought the house, it was kind of redone a little bit.
Kind of redone a little bit.
And the door doesn't shut, I don't think.
That's what I want to check.
Yeah.
This is water damage, guys. Your door jams, your doors stop, and your door itself have all absorbed water, which means they're sitting in water to absorb that much water. Do you see this floor heaving up in the middle?
Yeah.
This apartment just goes on and on. What is this?
So this would be, I
Finally,
guess,
the living room.
living room, dining room.
Another big room. I mean, these bungalows are great.
Yeah.
The footprint's huge. When you have bulkheads like this, but if they're in the way of the emergency exit, it becomes a problem. In an emergency situation, you're not tempted to duck under these things. You're tempted just to run straight out, bam,
Okay.
knock yourself unconscious. Let's head back to the kitchen. What do you want to be different from the last time you had a tenant in here?
Soundproof, number one. Good quality tenant, low maintenance, income supplement.
What I need to do is I need to take a look around. I want to look in the ceiling. I want to find out which walls are load-bearing, which ones aren't, so I can come up with some realistic budgets and some realistic options.
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me.
Good.
Thanks for the home tour, guys.
So
I
much.
appreciate it, Scott.
Mel Melanie and Pavan, you bought your house for $410,000, and your mortgage is $1,800 a month. Well, your main concern is the sound between the 2 units, and that's why you haven't been renting it for years.
Yeah.
I've come up with a couple options for you.
Let's have a look.
Ready to see them?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Option number 1 addresses your main concern, soundproofing between the 2 units. We have to take down the entire ceiling, do a fire and sound separation with the 5/8 drywall suspended from the ceiling. Big job to sound separate the 2 units. The other thing we want to do in this option is spruce up the entire apartment. We know the kitchen has some problems, right?
Yeah.
So we can reface all the cabinets in here, but we can save the layout and the electrical floor plan. You're going to get a big impact from the new kitchen. Okay? The bedroom is huge. Again, we still need to tear down the ceiling and soundproof the whole thing, but I think we can save the layout, the floors, everything else in that space. Same thing with the living room, dining room.
Okay.
Now, the bathroom also has some issues. We know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I've looked at the shower, and it's not the shower that's leaking. It's the shower spilling out over the curb.
Okay.
And what I want to do is create a glass-enclosed shower.
Oh, I like that.
You like that? Option number 1, fast, furious facelift. This is a $20,000 renovation. And I think you'll easily get your $850 a month for this apartment.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to bring your mortgage down to $950. Pretty manageable at that point.
Oh, yeah.
However, I know you guys have some big ideas, right? So I've come up with a second plan. Option number 2.
Sold.
Option number 2, whole different floor plan. Have a look at this. Now, to redefine this apartment, we have a lot of work to do, and it starts with actually opening up the floors and pouring 2 new footings. Those footings are actually the foundation for our support posts that carry the load across this span. Why do we want to carry the load across? Boom. So we can get rid of this wall and have an open concept. Then we level out the floors in here, lay consistent flooring throughout. That gives it a bigger feel. Take that old kitchen, reface the cabinets, new countertop, new backsplash. Dramatic effect when a tenant walks in. Now what was a bedroom is your living room and dining room. That closet, which was a bedroom closet, is actually a huge advantage. We now have a hall closet when you walk in.
Okay, good.
Somewhere to put your boots, your jacket. Worked out really well. Heading down to the back, what you have right now is that giant living room, dining room is going to be the bedroom. Remember how I talked about head hazards? When you have a low bulkhead, it becomes a hazard. So I built a closet underneath.
It solves that problem.
We make sure we fix up the entire kitchen. We address all the issues in the bathroom. We do the glass enclosed shower. Again, we rip up the floor because we know there's problems in there. Soundproofing between the 2 units. This apartment is going to be the best in the neighborhood. Option number 2 is a $25,000 renovation. I think this is going to bring you in $1,000 a month in rent.
That's what I like to hear.
You're left with $800 mortgage, guys.
That's awesome.
It's up to you guys. Do you like this place the way it is? We just fixed the soundproofing. That's option 1. Or do you change the whole layout of the space? And that's option number 2. You guys have made a decision?
Yep.
So are you going to go with option number 1, we keep the existing layout, and we just address what your main concerns are. It's the soundproofing between the 2 units. It's a $20,000 renovation to get $850 a month in rent, leaving you with a mortgage of $950. So option number 2 is repurposing the space. Option number 2 is a $25,000 renovation, and it should get you $1,000 a month in rent, leaving you with only $800 in mortgage.
That's awesome.
So you guys gonna go with option number 1 or option number 2?
Option number 2 for sure.
Oh yeah, you guys are option number 2 all the way.
We love the open concept, I love what you've done here with the bedroom and the office. And it works for me.
You guys ready to start making some more money?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank
Let's
you.
get to making money. Morning.
Morning.
Camille, ceiling in the back room, take it down. Carpets, hold them up. Baseboards, rip them off. Hold it. Are you guys ready to take down some walls?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Follow me. 1, 2, 3. Already feels bigger in here, doesn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, that's beautiful. We're done.
Give me a little more here. Something back there. Hold on. What in the world is back there? What have they done here? Do you know what this is?
No.
Supporting beam.
Bingo! Jack post. I'm gonna bet you there's another one down here. Hear that noise?
Does that mean you don't have to dig down then?
Bingo. Probably just saved $2,000.
Yay!
Now, originally we thought maybe this beam is being held up by a complete supporting wall. That's not the case. The load is already carried the way we were going to change it on 2 jack posts. And this wall in between is doing nothing but dividing the rooms. We can just knock all this out. And just like that, Pavin. Good work, buddy.
Thank you.
I didn't even get to use my tools. That's the strongest drywall I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Your whole house is all about good news, bad news.
I don't like the sound of that.
No, well, I don't like this what I'm seeing up here either. Somebody had access to some wood, decided to do the whole ceiling in wood, which basically turns your joist cavities into subwoofers. Every time you step, it like echoes in there. Boom, boom.
That's why we can hear everything.
Boom, boom. Not a thing up there. It's just a hollow cavity. We need soundproofing between the 2 units, and this isn't gonna cut it. We're gonna put 2 layers of sound absorption. Then we're gonna do resilient channel, which decouples the whole system. And then we're gonna do 5/8 drywall, which is a fire barrier and better sound blocking than this.
If Melanie and I tried to do this whole reno by ourselves, it would have been a massive disaster. I don't think we could have tackled the sound issues, so we're happy Scott's here.
Everything's out. Ceilings, walls, floors, gone, and gone. So we can actually start building this space back, and the first task is going to be the sound absorption. And I'm actually going to get the homeowners to get started on that project right now. You're going to double up the sound absorption in the whole apartment. First one goes up, not quite up against the ceiling above. There's a bit of a gap here. And then your second layer, you got a little bit of space in between each one here. Your mask is upside down, and you missed a strap. Okay, put both straps over, and the metal piece bends over your nose. Melanie, can you do this? Are you capable?
I'm not.
Putting the insulation in the ceiling is going to be easier than getting your masks on, I'll tell you that much. Okay.
It's neat to know what's going to be above the ceiling, and there's a relief there, and it's comforting too.
wake up. Work in progress downstairs.
Hey, Scott.
You guys decent?
Oh, yeah.
Where's Melanie?
She's,
You eating breakfast?
Yeah.
You guys ready to help out a bit today? All right, we're going to tackle that washroom.
Okay.
So finish your Wheaties and come on downstairs.
All right.
Sounds good.
I will bet you anything and everything there's plywood underneath this tile. You guys ready to rip this out?
Yeah. Nice.
There's your tile floor. What were they thinking here? This is where it was swelling the plywood underneath, all around the toilet flange, all up against the shower. Garbage.
Mila's been pretty good with the noise. She kind of wants to be a part of the action, so it's hard to keep her upstairs, but she's wanting to go downstairs and kind of see what's all the hustle and bustle down there.
It's finally time to put the washroom back together. Now, the biggest change to the shower is just the slope of the curb. The curb was sloping out, so water was running out. Now the curb slopes in, and with glass on there, nothing is splashing out. Perfect. The next slope we have to fix is the floor, and I'm recruiting Melanie and Pavan to help me lay the self-leveling concrete. Ready to pour? Okay, dump them out. It'll find its own way. Camille, you're not pulling hard enough. You're not pulling hard enough. Not enough. Get out. Go, go, go. Get out. Save yourself while you can. Okay. That's it. Floor is done. And so are you guys. That's about it. You're not coming back in until the reveal now.
No.
Let the floors dry and keep yourselves preoccupied upstairs. Today we finally get to start to finish. And the first thing is the floors. Carnadine floors going down, vinyl plank, really thin, really durable. Whew. Pavan and Melanie wanted soundproofing between the two units. They got it. We're already painting. Now, our kitchen needed a new face because we have this great new place. This ain't no renovation. This is a rentovation. With the renovation complete, I've brought in an appraiser to get an objective opinion on the space.
This is fabulous. This is so bright and airy, Scott. What a great job.
I'm glad she likes it, but now I'd love to find out the numbers. Let's talk about the type of rental income we can charge for this space.
I think you're definitely in that $850 range. I don't think they'll be taking less than $850 on this unit. I think they could ask more, and they may get it. This is going to be head and shoulders over everything else. So, I mean, you're probably looking at a 30% increase in overall value on the property.
Noelle, thank you very much for all your information and all that jazz.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see you soon.
All righty.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Scott.
Morning.
Take your jackets off.
All right.
It's time to become landlord.
Okay, great. Come on,
Come on,
Mila.
Mila, jacket off. Let's do this.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Be still my heart.
You guys wanted open concept? Bam, open concept.
Wow,
And
this
then
looks
some.
so nice.
Before, when a tenant came through, this was really a hallway with a kitchenette in it. But now, tenant walks in the door, it's all laid out, right in front of them.
Really
This is what I
wicked
want to
job.
see here.
Sit down, enjoy the view, brother.
That is a bomb kitchen.
Yeah, that looks so nice.
This is your old kitchen. Believe it or not.
New appliances.
Oh yeah, you got new appliances. We've added the balance. We put the new doors with the quiet close hinges. You guys are worried about noise?
Oh.
That's cool. This looks awesome though, this.
Yeah.
You like the backsplash?
Yeah, I know. I can't stop touching it.
It's gorgeous.
There is a small slope to the apartment, okay?
You can't.
If there were a water issue, everything would still drain to the lowest point, which is where the floor drain is. However, it's completely unapparent when you walk through the space. You don't feel it at all. And you've got these durable floors. Looks like wood, doesn't it?
It does.
Vinyl planks glued right down. Do you guys want to see what happened to the bathroom?
Yes, please.
You sure?
I don't know if I'm done with the living room and kitchen.
Pavin's just gonna hang out in the living room. Good, that's what I want to hear. You're sold already.
Oh, yeah.
So everything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, check out this bonus there.
Wow.
Oh my god, that looks awesome.
Go on in, check it out. Walk on that floor. This floor is meant for walking.
Let's see. Oh, no more bouncies.
Makes it even
I gotta
look
get some
so much
perspective.
bigger.
Yeah, you get some perspective. Look at this shower. This was a liability.
I love the glass.
You made it. Actually, the tile looks nice.
And there's the marble.
There's the marble threshold we talked about. It's got a bit of a pitch to it, okay? But the beauty is, you got glass here. It's not a shower curtain that's going to flap in the wind. It's a solid piece of glass. When the shower's on and everything's splashing up against here, it's going to run down and run into the shower down the drain.
Wow. Office space.
Isn't this great?
This is wicked.
This is so awesome.
I was wondering what you guys were going to do with this here.
This is all built in. This stays with the apartment, okay? This is a huge advantage.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
What kind of tenant you think you're going to attract with this? A professional.
Yeah. Absolutely. Man, you guys, you're just off the hook. Totally. I'm in shock. I really am.
And then you turn the corner, boom.
Wow.
Oh, that looks so good.
Scott.
And then the closet.
Thank you,
looks
sir.
So good.
Does it look good?
It looks great.
Queen size bed, a table on either side,
Yeah.
plenty of room to get
Bigger
around.
closet than we have.
Nice, good sized closet. We had a really awkward bulkhead sticking out in the middle of this room.
Yeah.
So we just used that to our advantage and built the closet. You know we've been working hard down here. I know you could hear us at the beginning. Have you heard us lately?
No.
No.
Not at all.
The peace of mind is really above the drywall for you guys.
Yeah.
You like what you see, but you're also going to love what you're not going to hear.
Yeah. I like that part a lot.
After doing a significant renovation like this, it's nice to know that there's value in the work that you've done. So an appraiser came through, took a look at the space. She thinks your house has increased by 30% in value.
That's significant.
In terms of how much rent you should charge, the comparables in the area are renting for about $850 a month. I think you should post this for at least $1,000 a month. Okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
And you should get it because you don't have a lot of competition when you got a place that's this sweet.
That's true.
Well, one of our main concerns, obviously, was the soundproofing. So that has been a huge difference.
Now that the space is so much more sophisticated, we are looking for someone that would look after the space because
Yeah.
it's so beautiful. The design of this place really lends to defining that type of tenant. It's actually so much more than we could have ever fathomed.
Melanie,
Thank you.
welcome to the Landlord Club. You guys ready to put it up for rent?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. 1-bedroom apartment, brand new kitchen, all new appliances. It's got a dining room. It's also got an office.
Good girl.
In the neighborhood. Option number 2 is a $25,000 renovation. I think this is going to bring you in $1,000 a month in rent.
That's what I like to hear.
You're left with $800 mortgage, guys.
That's awesome.
It's up to you guys. Do you like this place the way it is? We just fixed the soundproofing. That's option 1. Or do you change the whole layout of the space? And that's option number 2. You guys have made a decision?
Yep.
So are you going to go with option number 1, we keep the existing layout, and we just address what your main concerns are? It's the soundproofing between the 2 units. It's a $20,000 renovation to get $850 a month in rent, leaving you with a mortgage of $950. So option number 2 is repurposing the space. Option number 2 is a $25,000 renovation, and it should get you $1,000 a month in rent, leaving you with only $800 in mortgage.
That's awesome.
So you guys gonna go with option number 1 or option number 2?
Option number 2 for sure.
Oh yeah, you guys are option number 2 all the way.
We love the open concept. I love what you've done here with the bedroom and the office, and it works for me.
You guys ready to start making some more money?
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Let's get to making money. Morning. Camille, ceiling in the back room, take it down. Carpets, pull them up. Baseboards, rip them off. Hold it. Are you guys ready to take down some walls?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Follow me. 1, 2, 3. Already feels bigger in here, doesn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, that's beautiful. We're done.
Give me a little more here. Something back there. Hold on. What in the world is back there? What have they done here? Do you know what this is?
No.
Supporting beam?
Bingo! Jack post. I'm gonna bet you there's another one down here. Hear that noise?
Does that mean you don't have to dig down then?
Bingo. Probably just saved $2,000.
Yay!
Now, originally we thought maybe, which breaks my heart.
We were enjoying the silence.
Everything was on the right track, and then our dog Mila got sick. Emergency vet and hospital stays, and we've just spent a lot of money
30
on
grand.
it. You know, we didn't think that we'd spend that much money, but she's our baby, so that's something that we just had to do.
What happens if you don't rent out this basement?
It's gonna be a struggle for us, I think.
A big time struggle, yeah.
I want to see this apartment and find out what's going on.
Okay.
Sell it to me.
Here it is, Scott. Have a look. Beautiful kitchen.
Did you say beautiful kitchen?
Yeah, not really beautiful.
I'm being sarcastic.
What's wrong with this kitchen?
Really outdated.
It's ugly. The floor seems to slant downwards. I don't really like the ceiling, and I find it a little cramped in here. I'd love to see this as an open space, living area with a kitchen, and then the bedroom there.
Did you guys open these up?
Yeah, just to see what was underneath.
You have a sound problem between the 2 units, and this drop ceiling is not going to take care of that concern. You move one of these tiles out of the way, and there's not much separating you and the tenants anymore, is there?
Right.
Okay, so this is the bedroom.
Well, this
Not
is
bad.
huge.
It's not bad.
No, this is a great sized room. Even the carpet looks okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
So here's the bathroom. Before we bought the house, it was kind of redone a little bit.
Kind of redone a little bit.
And the door doesn't shut, I don't think.
That's what I want to check.
Yeah.
This is water damage, guys. Your door jams, your doors stop, and your door itself have all absorbed water, which means they're sitting in water to absorb that much water. Do you see this floor heaving up in the middle?
Yeah.
This apartment just goes on and on. What is this?
So this would be, I guess,
the living room.
living room, dining room.
Another big room. I mean, these bungalows are great. The footprint's huge. When you have bulkheads like this, but if they're in the way of the emergency exit, it becomes a problem. In an emergency situation, you're not tempted to duck under these things. You're tempted just to run straight out, bam, knock yourself unconscious. Let's head back to the kitchen. What do you want to be different from the last time you had a tenant in here?
Soundproof, number one. Good quality tenant, low maintenance, income supplement.
What I need to do is I need to take a look around. I want to look in the ceiling. I want to find out which walls are load-bearing, which ones aren't, so I can come up with some realistic budgets and some realistic options.
Okay.
Sound like a plan? Old kitchen. Believe it or not.
New appliances.
Oh yeah, you got new appliances. We've added the balance. We put the new doors with the quiet close hinges. You guys are worried about noise? Oh.
That's cool. This looks awesome though, this.
Yeah.
You like the backsplash?
Yeah, I know. I can't stop touching it.
It's gorgeous.
There is a small slope to the apartment, okay?
You can't
If there were a water issue, everything would still drain to the lowest point, which is where the floor drain is. However, it's completely unapparent when you walk through the space. You don't feel it at all. And you've got these durable floors. Looks like wood, doesn't it?
It does.
Vinyl planks glued right down. Do you guys want to see what happened to the bathroom?
Yes, please.
You sure?
I don't know if I'm done with the living room.
Pavin's just gonna hang out in the living room. Good, that's what I want to hear. You're sold already.
Oh, yeah.
So everything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, check out this bonus there.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Go on in, check it out. Walk on that floor. This floor is meant for walking.
Let's see. Oh, no more bouncies.
This even
I gotta
looks
get some
so much
perspective.
bigger.
Yeah, you get some perspective. Look at this shower. This was a liability.
I love the glass.
You made it. Actually, the tile looks nice.
And there's the marble.
There's the marble threshold we talked about. It's got a bit of a pitch to it, okay? But the beauty is, you got glass here. It's not a shower curtain that's going to flap in the wind. It's a solid piece of glass. When the shower's on and everything's splashing up against here, it's going to run down and run into the shower down the drain.
Wow. Office space.
Isn't this great?
This is wicked.
This is so awesome.
I was wondering what you guys were going to do with this here.
This is all built in. This stays with the apartment, okay? This is a huge advantage.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
What kind of tenant you think you're going to attract with this? A professional.
Yeah. Absolutely. Man, you guys, you're just off the hook. Totally. I'm in shock. I really am.
And then you turn the corner, boom.
Wow.
Oh, that looks so good.
Scott.
And then the closet.
Thank
looks
you,
so
sir.
good.
Does it look good?
It looks great.
Queen size bed, a table on either side, plenty of room to get
Bigger
around.
closet than we have.
Nice, good sized closet. We had a really awkward bulkhead sticking out in the middle of this room.
Yeah.
So we just used that to our advantage and built the closet. You know we've been working hard down here. I know you could hear us at the... An income suite is supposed to make you money. But if having tenants is more of a nuisance than a blessing, then there's a problem. I want to teach Pavin and Melanie that an upgrade to their space can create a positive tenant relationship and positive income. Melanie and Pavin bought their home for $410,000. Their mortgage is $1,800 a month.
Hey, Scott.
How you doing?
Havin, nice to meet you.
Havin?
Hi, Melanie.
Melanie. And who's this guy?
This is
Mila.
Milo?
Mila.
Mila.
Yeah.
Why don't we come in, have a look around, and see what's going on? How long have you guys lived here?
About 6
Here, yeah.
We rented from the previous owner and then we bought it.
You bought the house from your landlord.
Yeah. When we were renting this house, there was a tenant underneath and you could just hear everything.
They would hear us, we'd hear them. It was dismal, and that's why it's remained untenanted.
You weren't originally planning on renting out this basement,
Not really.
which breaks my heart.
We were enjoying the silence.
Everything was on the right track and then our dog Mila got sick, emergency vet and hospital stays, and we've just spent a lot of money
30
on
grand.
it. You know, we didn't think that we'd spend that much money, but she's our baby. So that's something that we just had to do.
What happens if you don't rent out this basement?
It's gonna be a struggle for us, I think.
A big time struggle, yeah.
I want to see this apartment and find out what's going on.
Okay.
Sell it to me.
Here it is, Scott. Have a look. Beautiful kitchen.
Did you say beautiful kitchen?
Yeah, not really beautiful.
I'm being sarcastic.
What's wrong with this kitchen?
Really outdated.
It's ugly. The floor seems to slant downwards. I don't really like the ceiling, and I find it a little cramped in here. I'd love to see this as an open space, living area with a kitchen, and then the bedroom there.
Did you guys open these up?
Yeah, just to see what was underneath.
You have a sound problem between the two units, and this drop ceiling is not going to take care of that concern. You move one of these tiles out of the way, and there's not much separating you and the tenants anymore, is there?
Right.
Okay, so this is the bedroom.
Well, this is
Not bad.
huge.
It's not bad.
No, this is a great sized room. Even the carpet looks okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad.
So here's the bathroom.
Problems, right?
Yeah.
So we can reface all the cabinets in here, but we can save the layout and the electrical floor plan. You're going to get a big impact from the new kitchen,
Okay.
okay? The bedroom is huge. Again, we still need to tear down the ceiling and soundproof the whole thing, but I think we can save the layout, the floors, everything else in that space. Same thing with the living room, dining room.
Okay.
Now, the bathroom also has some issues. We know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I've looked at the shower, and it's not the shower that's leaking. It's the shower spilling out over the curb.
Okay.
And what I want to do is create a glass enclosed shower.
Oh, I like that.
You like that? Option number 1, fast, furious facelift. This is a $20,000 renovation. And I think you'll easily get your $850 a month for this apartment.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to bring your mortgage down to $950. Pretty manageable at that point.
Oh yeah.
However, I know you guys have some big ideas, right? So I've come up with a second plan. Option number 2.
Sold.
Option number 2, whole different floor plan. Have a look at this. Now, to redefine this apartment, we have a lot of work to do, and it starts with actually opening up the floors and pouring 2 new footings. Those footings are actually the foundation for our support posts that carry the load across this span. Why do we want to carry the load across? Boom. So we can get rid of this wall and have an open concept. Then we level out the floors in here, lay consistent flooring throughout. That gives it a bigger feel. Take that old kitchen, reface the cabinets, new countertop, new backsplash. Dramatic effect when a tenant walks in. Now what was a bedroom is your living room and dining room. That closet, which was a bedroom closet, is actually a huge advantage. We now have a hall closet when you walk in.
Okay, good.
Somewhere to put your boots, your jacket. Worked out really well. Heading down to the back, what you have right now is that giant living room, dining room is going to be the bedroom. Remember how I talked about head hazards? When you have a low bulkhead, it becomes a hazard. So I built a closet underneath.
It solves that problem.
We make sure we fix up the entire kitchen. We address all the issues in the bathroom. We do the glass enclosed shower. Again, we rip up the floor because we know there's problems in there. Soundproofing between the 2 units. This apartment is going to be the best in the neighborhood. Option number 2 is a $25,000 renovation. I think this is going to bring...
So, we're happy Scott's here.
Everything's out. Ceilings, walls, floors, gone, and gone. So we can actually start building this space back. And the first task is going to be the sound absorption. And I'm actually going to get the homeowners to get started on that project right now. You're going to double up the sound absorption in the whole apartment. First one goes up, not quite up against the ceiling above. There's a bit of a gap here. And then your second layer. You got a little bit of space in between each one here. Your mask is upside down, and you missed a strap. Okay, put both straps over, and the metal piece bends over your nose. Melanie, can you do this? Are you capable?
I'm not.
I'm
Putting the insulation in the ceiling is going to be easier than getting your masks on, I'll tell you that much.
It's neat to know what's going to be above the ceiling, and there's a relief there, and it's comforting too.
Wake up, wake up. Work in progress downstairs.
Hey, Scott.
You guys decent?
Oh, yeah.
Where's Melanie?
She's,
You eating breakfast?
Yeah.
Rex gets ready to help out a bit today? Yeah. All right, we're going to tackle that washroom.
Okay.
So finish your Wheaties and come on downstairs.
All right.
Sounds good.
I will bet you anything and everything there's plywood underneath this tile. You guys ready to rip this out?
Yeah. Nice.
There's your tile floor. What were they thinking here? This is where it was swelling the plywood underneath, all around the toilet flange, all up against the shower. Garbage.
Mila's been pretty good with the noise. She kind of wants to be a part of the action, so it's hard to keep her upstairs, but she's wanting to go downstairs and kind of see what's all the hustle and bustle down there.
It's finally time to put the washroom back together. Now, the biggest change to the shower is just the slope of the curb. The curb was sloping out, so water was running out. Now the curb slopes in, and with glass on there, nothing is